Good morning. This is day one of the vlog, although it's not really day one of the trip. I started out last night. I'm in Ohio already. First stop is actually the Newark Earthworks. I just want to stop there, get some information, take some photographs. The place that in a project coming up next year that we may be covering, I'm certainly going to cover it myself. So we're going to head there, got some coffee, and I guess I'm going to get in the car, which is where I usually am, doing these sorts of things. So for those of you who don't know, Ohio is actually the state of my birth. I was born here, although not around this area. I was born up near Cleveland. I'm coming up to the Columbus area here, so this is more like the middle of the state. But yeah, I was born up in Cleveland. When I was a kid, I spent 10 years in Massachusetts, basically from when I was 3 until I was 13. And then we moved back to Ohio in the Akron-Canton area in a town called Worcester. So there's a part of me that's always here with Ohio. I have a lot of family that's still out here, especially up near the Cleveland area. And for as many times as I've tried to make it back here, it's never panned out for one reason or another. And I have tried to get back to Ohio many, many times. I have a very strong sense of family. Newark Earthworks, right over there. Good morning. Well, welcome again. Well, behind me is one of the walls of the Great Earthworks Circle, the Newark Earthworks here. And, on camera, and, I've seen a bunch of pictures online and all that, the camera just doesn't do it justice. It's really a lot taller than it looks. And I've tried to get this tree behind me just to kind of give you an idea, but I still don't think it does it justice. It's actually pretty impressive. I was just thinking it was going to be like a little mound, but it's actually pretty dang tall. Seriously, I'll find out some more information about exactly how tall it is, but that's gotta be at least 15 feet tall. Seriously, it's pretty big. But basically this was built by the Hopewell civilization, which is ancient America. We're talking pre-Native Americans. These are like the original Native Americans. There's a lot of theories out there about maybe there were giants and things like that, and I'm not saying that they weren't. We really don't know, because there's not really any archaeological evidence as to who specifically they were, except that they were a very ancient people, and they built these structures. And there's a lot of mounds around the area too. They aren't touched anymore, but there's those that did dig them up early on and desecrated a lot of them. There was a movement in the 1800s to go around and destroy any what they call pre-Columbian archaeology. Basically those people back then believed that all archaeology in America was after Columbus had discovered it, and thereby destroyed a lot of the ancient archaeology that was out here. So there's artifacts from those mounds, or maybe from those mounds, that the scientific community, the archaeology community, don't accept as necessarily being real. And so there's a lot of controversy that surrounds ancient America. But we're gonna head inside. There's a visitor center here, and then we'll walk around and see what we can discover. Okay, so I'm standing at the entranceway to the Great Circle Earthworks, which is very, very cool. The culture here flourished about 100 to 500 AD, and I'm gonna try to back up. It's really hard. I don't know, the camera just doesn't pick it up very well, but that trench behind me, that is, and then there's a dog back there. That's actually a pretty significantly deep trench. That probably goes a good 10 feet down, and you just can't tell with the video, and I'm trying to give you an idea. There's the trees behind me, but it just doesn't do it justice. It is actually pretty dang significant. So it goes, that probably goes about 10 feet down, and then the mound itself, if I tilt that up, probably goes 20-25 feet. Maybe. It's big. It is actually really, really big. There's some smaller mounds out that way on the other side of the visitor center, but that's actually pretty significant. And you got the same thing back there behind me. So basically, the Great Circle these days is used as a park. Back in the day, you know, it was believed to be used for ceremonial work, but today it's a park. So, you know, there's kids out there running around, people with their dogs, you know, running around all over the place. You know, a few. So you know, this is a section here, a little bridge. Now this is pretty cool. Check this out. This tree. Now I'm losing pieces of video because my memory card is getting full. So I was just on top of the wall and tried to give you a little contrast, and I lost that video. Okay, I'm on top of one of the small mounds in the middle here, and I'll just do a panoramic, make you get dizzy. It always does whenever I watch these. But you can kind of see one of the other smaller mounds behind me. But basically, what's kind of interesting about this area is that this circle is only one piece of the entire earthworks around here. The entire complex actually takes up a big area, and most of it a golf course is on top of right now. So you can access it by going to the golf course and walking around and seeing the octagon is out there, and a lot of the connecting parts of the earthworks is out there. And so this is the part that's preserved as a park, and then you know, the rest of it you basically would have to go to the golf course, which is kind of interesting. But you know, it was all again believed to be part of a you know, a ceremonial complex, and it's really quite interesting. It's very quiet out here, even though it's in the middle of a town. And so yeah, this is, you know, fantastic. Take a little side trip out here and check out one of the ancient wonders of America, because there really aren't too many things out here that are that ancient like this. You know, usually it's out in, you know, Europe or Africa or the Middle East or something like that. So this is definitely very cool to have something like this right in America, in Ohio. Go figure. So that'll do it for me with this part of the vlog of the Paranormal Roads, or whichever we're going to use this for. So until next time.